Thank you.
Our main story this morning, 1 in 5 shops in the UK are failing to provide proper access for wheelchair users, according to the largest ever audit of the high street.
It also found a third of department stores and 40% of restaurants do not have a disabled toilet for customers. The government has described the situation as shocking and called on retailers to improve access. Paralympic athlete Carl Nicholson showed Breakfast Leah Boletto some of the problems he encounters.
Things have got a lot better, you know. I'm always shocked these days when I do go into somewhere and I'm buying clothes and they do have a changing room that is accessible. What would be great is if every retail place had a facility, changing room. It'd be fantastic.
The audit of 27,000 shops on the high street and more than 3,500 restaurants found that less than a third had accessible changing rooms, and 40% of restaurants had no disabled toilets.
Many restaurants were unable to provide menus with larger prints for the visually impaired, and only 15% of retailers had hearing loops for shoppers who are hard of hearing.
So we decided to visit several bars and shops in Manchester. Most had stairs, making it difficult to access. In other places, like this clothes shop, Carl couldn't head downstairs to the changing room, but because they're renting, they told us there's little they can do. The government is urging shops and restaurants, big and small, to improve their accessibility where they can to make sure everyone is welcome.
It will improve their bottom line if they're more accessible to disabled people, and they can effectively attract all of their potential customers through the doors this Christmas.
That potential custom is said to be worth around £200 billion every year.
I can do it, I can get around, I just don't want to take the time to put up with the crowds, to put up with asking somebody to bring something downstairs for me. See you later, guys.
But for Carl this year, he'll be doing most of his Christmas shopping online. Leah Boletto, BBC News.
A British businessman has